Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'm excited to share my program with you, so I'll get started. This is Interstage Right. So according to the National Center for Educational Statistics, less than 50% of U.S. public school students have access to high quality arts education. Well, so what? Why do we care? This is actually really important when we consider that studies have shown that lack of this arts education leads to lower graduation rates, lower academic achievement, and just less opportunities for young artists to pursue the arts as college or career options. And this is crazy because all of these things can be combated and can be kind of fixed with just some access to arts education. Music, drama, dance, theater classes have all been shown to increase student attendance, support higher ACT and SAT scores, boost critical thinking, and just make students more confident individuals. In fact, lack of creativity or boredom is the #1 reason given by teens for why they drop out of school. So all it takes is maybe a little tweaking of their day-to-day activity, something a drama or theater class could do to really boost those attendance scores and change and impact the lives of these students. That's why it's really upsetting that in Colorado alone, nearly 30,000 students go to public schools without any type of formal arts program. It's crazy. And this is also kind of mirrored by one of the largest public schools in Colorado, Denver Public Schools. And in 2012, DPS did a state of the arts survey and evaluation to kind of evaluate the state of their arts education programs within the district. And what they found was that not only are their offerings of such courses and programs severely lacking, but they're also glaringly inequitable. So they found that this kind of poorest students in the district, those who come from underserved populations, those who are living under the poverty level, those who could most benefit from the positive impacts of an arts program, they are the least likely ones to have access to that arts program. It's kind of really disappointing and hugely inequitable throughout the district. But DPS did something really cool. After the survey came out, they kind of recommitted to providing arts access to all of their students in the district. Right, every student, regardless of his or her cultural background, race, or social economic status, will have access to a high quality arts education. Right, and this is the need in my community, helping DPS fulfill this, determination, fulfill this promise to their students. That is the need that I see in my community and that I'm really passionate about trying to address. And the way that I hope to do that is through this organization, High Peaks Performing Arts. It's a nonprofit performing arts organization that will be founded for the sole purpose of partnering with Denver Public Schools and fulfilling that need. So we provide performing arts opportunities to the students who need it most in those hard to reach or hard to serve school designations and underserved populations. And what that means, those designations are based on the number of students who receive free and reduced lunch, so basically who are living under the poverty level, and the amount of teacher turnover. So schools that have a high teacher turnover rate are hard to staff and hard to retain teachers. And normally those are the most underperforming schools in the district. So that's kind of the aim of this organization. And one other thing about it is that it is currently fictional. It does not exist, but it would be an organization that I would hope to form and build and create, and that would kind of be my goal in the future. So right now for the purpose of this program, I'm assuming that we've gotten all the funding that we need for a pilot year. We will apply for grants and hopefully get funding to make that a reality. So got to roll with me a little bit, use your imagination, but this is an organization I'd be really excited to start in the future. And the program then is called ESR, or Interstage Right. It is a grant-based program, and it's that partnership again between High Peaks Performing Arts and Denver Public Schools. And it will again focus on those underperforming schools and schools without any type of formalized drama or theater arts programming. And the mission here, though, goes beyond just providing that. It's not just about okay, there's a drama class, great, moving on. It's about the effects that those classes and that access gives to the students. So we strive to provide performing arts education access to students in Denver Public Schools that need it most in order to serve the DPS value of every child succeeds and help students become creative thinkers and critical thinkers and creative problem solvers in a diverse society. So it's about what the students get out of that access and helping them move on and do great things in their community. So implementation. The first year will definitely be a pilot program looking at the 2018-19 school year. And for kind of the purposes of this first program, it will just focus on one school within DPS that kind of fits these criteria that we've talked about. So the purpose of focusing on a single school like this is so we can collect results, get a lot of data, and then use that in order to grow the program over multiple years and expand. So my 5-year goal is to be in at least 4 Denver public schools with this program and to have grown the staff and just the size of the program. And this gets us to a little bit, our staffing for the first year will kind of be a one-woman show, a single staff member working full-time in the teaching world. That can be anywhere between 40 and 80 hours, but who will be, part teaching artist, part counselor, part executive director, part program administrator. So this person will kind of do it all that first year and has to have a wide range of skills, but that will help us to minimize impact on the host school, like inconveniences, while maximizing the benefits that we can give to the students. So, and it will of course grow over the years as the program grows. So the school that was selected for this first year is Abraham Lincoln High School. It meets a lot of the criteria, all of the criteria we're looking at, and it also has a history of a great drama program several years ago, but it's been at least 3 years since they've had any form of drama. So they were a great school to kind of try and bring it back to. Plus, they say it's not just what you know, it's who you know, and I have a pretty good relationship with that school. I worked with their theater program several years ago, and some of these great kids, so I would love to see theater return to Lincoln. So that's kind of why this school was selected. So program goals. These kind of deal with each of the 3 areas of the program and the different roles that will be taken on by the teaching artist. So our first goal is to support school staff and administrators in integrating performing arts kind of throughout the whole school. So that means doing things like collaborating with teachers to help them integrate art standards into their curriculum, or using tips and teaching techniques in the performing arts to get to, with their students and help with classroom management. Also do things like teaching professional development courses for these teachers and helping them develop these things. So that's kind of the first goal, is to really work with the administration and staff. The second goal is to provide students with access to knowledge and pipelines regarding post-secondary and career opportunities in the arts. So this is where the teaching artist is kind of playing counselor, so taking students on school visits, bringing in professional artists to come and talk to the students, helping them apply for art scholarships. And finally, it's about providing students access to performing arts viewing and performance opportunities, putting on a show, hosting a drama club, taking students to see live art at local theaters and colleges. So each of these kind of elements corresponds with a different part of the teaching artist's job and a different, just role and focus of the program. And there are several intended outcomes, and each of them has a unique evaluation method. Basically, these get to the things that are beyond just providing the classes themselves. So things like improving attendance rates, lowering graduation dropout, improving academic performance, and just helping students to feel more confident and creative in their lives, talking to them, seeing if they feel like they're getting something out of this program. While also kind of maintaining our organizational values and culture, building professional but still real relationships with these students, showing them what it means to be a servant leader, and taking on the culture of the different schools that eventually the teaching artist will be in. So showing that we're part of the team, that we're part of their staff, and kind of jumping in to really impact the lives of these students. And last but not least, I'm wrapping it up here. The CDE calls theater and drama arts education one of the most important investments we can make in our future generation. That's the Colorado Department of Education. Stated simply, performing arts education matters. It matters in a way that can change and impact students' lives forever. And when we ask them how some of these students who have been in the arts, how they have benefited, the impact is so clear to see. So I just pulled some of these from the DPS survey, right? I love it. It tells me, it expresses who I am. Everyone in drama is like a second family. I realize it's okay to strive to be your best. Everywhere I go, people in arts are just great people. These are students who have graduated from schools with art programs. They're students who are art success stories, and they're everywhere. There are more of these than I can count. Basically, arts matter. It matters to these kids who need a place to belong. Art saves lives. Like, I believe that, and that's where this program comes from. So thank you for listening to me blather on. I went a little over time. Sorry. Love these pictures. Love these kids. So thank you for listening to my program, and see you guys later.